Frustrations continue over a growing homeless camp in southeast Austin, located on Bluff Springs Road just off William Cannon Drive. People living nearby have raised some concerns about drug use, trash piling up, and vandalism. We first told you about the issue in January, but when we went back today, it was still there with even more trash and dozens of new tents. KXAN's Nabil Ramadna reached out to see why nothing has been done.
It's hard to miss this property off Bluff Springs Road. In fact, people living nearby and those who drive by
this camp is like a third world place. It's horrible.
Are fed up. Open drug use, trash, dozens of tents, and there's open flames.
They do need help. I think some of them are sick.
After months of people reaching out, I took those concerns to City of Austin Homeless Strategy Officer David Gray.
We do recognize that this specific property is posing some challenges to the community.
But what's being done? And why are the people living here not getting moved into shelter or receiving help?
I've had outreach staff go to the property to see if anybody is willing to take us up on offers for shelter. No one yet has taken us up on that offer.
Gray says the property is private, and that can cause some issues. Also, there's not enough bed space in Austin. He stresses, though, if people see any public safety concerns,
please call 911, report that activity, because that helps the city in our case with the private property owner to compel the private property owner to take action.
We also heard from the City Development Services Department, who told us code compliance is doing regular cleanups at this property. Here's a look at the property in January when I got video. And here it is today. There are more tents and trash. Over in East Austin, we spoke to a man who wished to remain anonymous. He says he's had similar issues with people moving into abandoned buildings. Are you scared living in your own neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, if the market would come back, I would move.
The man says he's called about the issues multiple times, but they still persist.
I've probably call it a dozen times, right? But I probably should have called 40 times.
He says the drugs seem to draw people in and keep them there. I spoke with Dixie Clanton, who's lived on the streets of Austin for about a year and a half. He says he stays away from large camps for a reason.
A bunch of people hang around together in one camp. That's where the drugs are being sold.
Gray says drugs can be a problem for the homeless community. That's why they don't allow them in shelters and why they have worked to keep drug dealers away from those shelters.
We've worked a couple of instances last year with Austin Police Department where we knew that there were drug dealers who were preying on people experiencing homelessness.
As for the problem camps, Gray says keep calling them in.
We need to hear from the public. I know sometimes people feel discouraged about reporting, but we need you to report.
Nabil Ramadna, KXAN News.
And KXAN asked the city if they track how many people have entered into bridge shelters but then end up back on the streets. The city tells us that more than 430 clients exited HEAL shelters in 2024. More than 100 exited those shelters to negative destinations, so that's back out on the streets or jail. Another 50 exited to unknown destinations. KXAN also asked the city if they have been in contact with the property owner, but we have not yet heard back.